And they're racing 1 and 4, both debuting off 2 steps slowly. Meanwhile, BFT rigged up as that gray firster on the inside with speed. Run Your Mouth, the one with experience with speed and leading it by an inch. Grace Is Free. Grace Is Free comes storming up just off the heels of the leading 2 and is absolutely full of run. Just had to check, angling to the outside. She Believes joins that one, and they both take off together. Then we come to Somerset Mia. Molly's Dancer is last and 6 out of it. Up top, Run Your Mouth is to the inside of a couple of firsters who mean business. Grace Is Free between them, and She Believes is outside of that filly with Run Your Mouth now back in third, and the other 3 are far, far out of it. Grace Is Free is refusing to give them mercy, and Grace Is Free and Kelsey Haar have taken off inside the final 250. Number 1 is number 1 in race 1, and the Grace was free. And they're racing. Excellent commencing for all. Midnight Joy finding joy on the early lead at 3-2. Midnight Joy leads it with a lap to travel. Grace Alace, one of the longer shots in the field, lays second. Then it's Maria Rosa de la Cerda. That one at 4-5 is 5 lengths from the lead into the inside of Cocolina. Behind them is Honeycrisp, and the 5 are separated by 7 as they head around the turn. And as they're about to negotiate the barn side, Midnight Joy calls the shots all by herself and does it reasonably on the yielding going. It is Midnight Joy in the leading man by 3. In second is Grace Alace. Then it's Maria Rosa de la Cerda pulling Erica Murray out of the saddle and advancing to the inside of Grace Alace. Cocolina 5 out of it, and Honeycrisp is now 10 lengths rearmost. Into the far turn they go. Midnight Joy still calling the shots as the birds scatter. Midnight Joy is pushed on by Harry Hernandez, opens up by 2. Grace Alace is next. Then it's Maria Rosa de la Cerda beginning to unwind from behind to the outside. Cocolina 7 from the lead, and Honeycrisp still is last, and Midnight Joy still is first. Midnight Joy still clear. Midnight Joy jumping around a bit with a 3-length lead. Then it's Maria Rosa de la Cerda and Grace Alace to the inside. Midnight Joy wire to wire on her mind, and the sun has set on the other 4. Midnight Joy prevails. And they're racing. Excellent beginning. Prince Rama at 6-5 out speedily to the inside. Toma Todo at 8-1 also contesting the early lead, and those 2 are 1-2 around that first turn. Outside of them, Mount Zaror to the inside of North Arm Bay, who's circumnavigating. North Arm Bay 3 lengths from the front, taking the circuitous route. Then we come to Spidey War, and the one in last is Palace Kitten, purring along 10 lengths rearmost. first. Up the barn side they travel. Toma Toto, rest command from Prince Rama. North Arm Bay, good to go to the outside of Mount Zaror. And those four sardined by 2. Then we come to Spidey War, a very close 5th, and about 4 lengths clear from Palace Kitten. Now they head into the far turn with 3.5 furlongs to travel, chasing Toma Toto. The rider is looking to put a Q around the race at 8-1, and Toma Toto leads it by 1.5. Prince Rama shaken up. North Arm Bay heading south, overtaken by Mount Zaror. Then we come to Spidey War, and outside of that, Palace Kitten, once in last, is making a move 5 lengths from the lead, and the lead belongs to Toma Toto. It's Toma Toto tugging them along still. Outside Prince Rama, farther out is Palace Kitten. Then on the inside is Spidey War, and they head into the final 150, and up goes Prince Rama. The People's Choice at even money is ruling over the field. The Prince is king of race 3. He is Prince Rama. Racing. Stability in quite stable fashion. Pop nicely, but not as fast as Chasing the One. And they're chasing the 6 in the early stages with 1 lap to go. Chasing the One from Angel's Magic, who speeds up to take second. After that is Stability. Then it's Sarge's Sermon. Hidden Profit saves ground around the turn, 7 lengths from the speed. And to the inside of Hard Love, looking to win 2 in a row. Sarge's Sermon now settles in 7 out of it, and about a length clear from the 7. Pacific Theater 4 wide around the turn. And now the pace slows down, and all 7 sardined by 5. Up the barn side they go. Race 4, the CBY Turf. Chasing the One, looking to win 2 in a row. Angel's Magic right alongside. Stability sequestered. Pacific Theater still wide, but still in the hunt. Hard Love also in that clump. Hidden Profit is about 4 lengths from the lead as they zing into the far turn. Sarge's Sermon made a mid-race move to get up there near the lead. It is Chasing the One by a neck. Angel's Magic between them. The Sarge on the 3 wide side. After that, Stability. Pacific Theater starting to feel the heat from being wide. After that, we have Hard Love and Hidden Profit running on, but 5 out of it. And they head for home. And Stability is to the inside of Chasing the One. Outside of that is Hard Love. Hidden Profit on the grandstand side, and the Sarge is between them. Hard Love at 10-1. Hard Love, Hidden Profit, surging to victory at 10-1. Racing. BL's Concerto and Moonlight Road came out fast. After that, Coach Sam P. and the coach is good to go. Outside of that is Oro, and the top 3 now are absolutely sizzling around the turn. Right behind them, Moonlight Road. Then it's a huge gap back to Jetstream, and the late running Score McCoy far out of it, maybe 15-16 from the lead. Up the barn side they go. They're chasing the coach, Coach Sam P. by 1 and change. BL BL's Concerto sings along on the inside to the inside of Oro, and right behind them, Moonlight Road, about to split runners 3 lengths from it. Said Quartet still a mile clear from Jetstream. Score McCoy's beginning to run on. Score McCoy still double digits out of it, but running on. Into the far turn they go. They're chasing Coach Sam P. BL's Concerto within 3/4, but overtaken for second. Moonlight Road on the move. Then we come to Oro. After that, Score McCoy about to be second last, running on from about 12-13 out of it. They're at the top of the stretch. Coach Sam P. looking to fend the challenge of Moonlight Road. BL's Concerto taken to the outside by G-Rod. Score McCoy now is in fourth. Ryder has the red helmet cover to the outside, and Score McCoy is coming on very, very fast. Moonlight Road, BL's Concerto. Here comes Score McCoy with a football field to go. Moonlight Road, Score McCoy cuts the lead from a half to a neck to a nose, and there he goes into the winner's circle. Score McCoy. And they're racing. Turf Sprinters off okay, but then St. Charles pinched shortly after the start, went right back to last. Happy Hour, Bobby trying to leave him punch drunk. Pat's Paddock pick, good to go to the inside. After that, Time Machine next to the inside of Kids Inheritance, and they're about 2.5 lengths from the lead with Lucky Smile. 4 lengths behind that is St. Pio, about 9 out of it now. A recovering St. Charles, 10 from the lead, and Franz is in last, and Pat's in first. It's Pat's Paddock pick, leading them by 1. Happy Hour Bubby. Time Machine sequestered to the inside, and outside of that, and right behind Happy Hour Bobby is Lucky Smile. St. Charles running on from 7 out of it, and on the far outside is Lucky Smile. Pat's Paddock pick at 9-5. Steamrolling Pat's Paddock pick, and Constantino Roman prevail easily. It is 2-1 and a photo for the show. And they're racing, and they've broken a line. Clear the Coast came out speedily, so did Hey Moon, and Hey Moon is on the lead. After that, Giano tracking the leading 2 to the outside of Juan Colorado. Next to the rail is Without Equal, and next to that one, Whiskey With You. Limited Heat Wave is advancing, but doing so very wide. And the one in last is Aeromax, 10 from front to back. And up top, on the lead, Clear the Coast at 25-1. Clear the Coast shows the way as they head up the barn side. It's Clear the Coast from Giano, who's good to go. Right behind them, Juan Colorado, a length and a half clear from Hey Moon. Hey Moon secures the inside and is joined by Limited Heat Wave. After that, Whiskey With You, 6 lengths from the lead, 2.5 clear from Without Equal, and Aeromax is last, but only 9 from front to back, and they head into the far turn, and Clear the Coast is looking to blow the tote board to Burnsville at 25-1. Giano in second. Outside of that, Limited Heat Wave. Juan Colorado shoved on, not doing much. Then we come to Hey Moon, Red Shadow Roll, 5 out of it, and behind that one, Whiskey With You. They line up as they head for home. Clear the Coast is doing the moonwalk. Up goes Hey Moon. Hey Moon at 2.5-1 with a burst. Puts their backs against the wall, and Hey Moon is gone. 5-7-2 in the 7th.
Good afternoon and welcome to racing from beautiful Canterbury Park here in Shakopee, Minnesota, where the main track is fast and the turf course is listed at good. If you open up your programs, we'll go over the changes on tonight's 7-race card. Race 1 starts the early pick 4 with a bevy of scratches. Take out the 1 Knighted, the 2 Real Good Magic, and the 3 Preacher. 1, 2, and 3 are out. Put Guillermo Rodriguez on the 5, Pareto's Principal, with those scratches. No show, no trifecta, and no superfecta in race 1. Race number 2, to be run on a good turf. Take out the 3, the main track only entrant, Lazy Y Gervin. Take out the 6, Orange Diablo. With those scratches, no show, no trifecta, and no superfecta wagering in race 2. Race 3 starts the pick 5 with that 10% takeout. Scratch number 2, Mighty Maddie. Race 3, take out that deuce. Jockey change in race number 4. The 3-horse, It's Bob's Business, to be ridden by Santiago Gonzalez. Gonzalez picks up the mount on number 3 in our 4th race. In our 5th race, scratch the 4, Hallows Ice. Race 5, take out that 4. Race 6 starts Dr. Dan's late daily double. And in that late double, there are no changes in races 6 or 7. Fast and good, 7 of them. Up next today at the races with Jeff Bidet and Angela Herman.
Ah, yes, the sweet sounds of Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters. They'll be performing here live on the Canterbury Amphitheater stage on the 28th of this month. Tickets are available. You're going to want to see that show. Concerts here at Canterbury are absolutely fabulous. The Sonics, I call them Sonics. I don't know what the acoustics, I guess probably others might say.
Yeah, I think
Fantastic.
that might be we'll call them Sonics. They're Sonics here, anywhere else. Kind of like Duck, Duck, Goose, apparently, is a game everywhere else. And here we play Duck, Duck, Grey Duck. Here they're Sonics. That's fine. We'll go with it.
More on that later. 7 races tonight. We're going to have a good time. We're going to make some money, bet some things. You're going to give out some plays. I'm looking forward to this card because it's a beautiful night and it's going to be a really nice Wednesday card. So let's get people up to speed on what's happening out on the track with the jockey standings.
Yeah, we'll set the scene with how things are going, and we have had an authoritative leader in the jockeys race since the beginning. Got a lot of mounts at the beginning of the season, and Harry Hernandez has kept that momentum rolling. You can see he sits firmly atop the jockey standings at the moment, but we also talked about how many riders were in that room. Still a presence felt by many of the riders, including the women in the room, and I think they're going to have a big night tonight. Maybe not so much Harry. Maybe the girls are really going to shine this Wednesday night.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to hearing what you've got because I need some winners. Now, the trainers, this remains tight as well. Jose Silva still atop the standings, but others chasing.
This one has been close throughout. I think this might be the biggest margin that he's had. It's only 4. It's been down to 2 and 1, and it's been the same guys in the hunt. And they've rotated positions amongst themselves, and I certainly think that Joel Burnt might be one of the guys that's going to make a dent in that this weekend. But we also talked about the first half of the season. Return for your money, bang for your buck. Tim Padilla was definitely the leader of the way, and he's currently second in that trainers race.
Yeah, he's got some runners still to unveil, I think, yet some 2-year-olds. So I look forward to him doing well. Now, tomorrow, one of my favorite nights of the meet because it's the biggest quarter horse races of the year. Headlined by the Northlands Futurity with a $71,000 purse and also the Canterbury Park Quarter Horse Derby with $42,000 purse. We held trials 2 weeks ago, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. Jason Olmstead had a pretty good night. He has 6 horses of the 10 in the Northlands and 5 of the 10 in the Canterbury Derby, but he doesn't have the fastest qualifier in the Northlands. Haley Hobbs does. Oh, we can check out this video then, too, with Haley. We had a chance to talk to her. I was looking for a comment from you.
I was looking for the video. Okay.
And this is my 7th year doing this. I got started in Indiana Grand. I worked in the test barn and through high school, and then I was a groom. So from there, when I turned 18, I got my trainer's license, and I've been doing it ever since. I trained thoroughbreds and quarter horses when I first started out, and I liked both, but I just couldn't really get the hang of the thoroughbreds, so I stuck with the quarter horses, and that's what I like to do. So it took me 2 years before I won my first race, and I won my first race with a horse called Intalkable Cartel. And he's really special to me because through him I was able to earn a client, and they brought me his brothers, which is Presido P and Pulgarcitos Moonin, and both of those horses have won me my first Derby and my first Futurity. So he was a special horse to me. Said I could be a successful trainer once I won my first race. It was just like so exciting and the adrenaline, and I just knew I wanted to continue doing it. The first 2 years I only had 3 horses and it was kind of hard, but after I won the first race everything changed. I like the racing lifestyle because I like to get different horses and learn each horse, and I get attached to all of them, so I'm always in the barn with them and hands-on with them, and I just love how they're all each different and need different things.
And Haley will saddle Ding Dang Dulce tomorrow in the Northlands Futurity, the morning line favorite and the fastest qualifier. And I think you'll have that one right on top.
I do have that one right on top, and she's got a chance to sweep all 4 of those quarter horse races. I mean, she's got some live entities, El Conejo, El Galito, including her runner, of course, Ding Dang Dulce. She has a couple in Northlands Futurity. Some very live hopes among all those races, and some probably good prices to go along with them. We have an all-quarter horse pick 4 to start things off tomorrow. That's Thursday, but Saturday, if you're like me and you like a little vino to wind down your day, make your evening about Uncorked, because you could find something that you absolutely love and you might not have tried yet.
Yeah, Uncorked it's kind of like a wine tour around Canterbury Park, so it's pretty cool. They've got various vendors, and each of the vendors, the winemakers, have I don't know, 6, 7 different, what do you call them, varietals? I'm not a wine expert. I mean, again, back to the poured over a glass of ice and I'll have it.
Oh, come on. We'll slap the bag for you, Jeffrey. Come on.
Yeah, but Canterbury Uncorked, super popular, a lot of fun. Get your tickets at CanterburyPark.com. Also on Saturday, the 29th annual Dog Days of Summer Handicapping Contest. This thing has been going on longer than any other live bankroll contest in the world. You can play, and if you do well, you can win your way to the National Handicappers or National Horse Players Championship. That's held in March in Las Vegas, and the pool on that is like $3 million. We had a local guy here, Ray Hassan, win a couple $100,000 in Vegas in that tournament. And you can get there by playing in the Dog Days. Again, online, or get the information there. Check in on Saturday. It's a 2-day event. It's a lot of fun. It's just like a day at the track. All you do is gamble and gamble some more.
And it incorporates races from all over the place. It's not just limited to one track or the other, or one style of bet or the other, and it's not pick and pray, correct?
That's correct. You can just play whatever you want. It's like a regular day at the racetrack. Pick 5s, pick 9s, win bets, whatever you want to do. Dog Days of Summer Handicapping Contest this weekend. If you need past performances, if you're intrigued by those races tomorrow and you want to get a head start, Bristnet.com. You can go there and download the past performances for free for Canterbury Park for every race day. Bristnet.com for all of your handicapping information.
Yeah, no need to pay for information. We want you to spend your money at the races and make money with that information that you can get from Brisnet.com. You can get it from DRF tonight too. But if you make so much money that you need to celebrate with a little something, well, August 28th, your answer has arrived.
Yeah, this is what we alluded to before. Billy Bob Thornton. You know him as an actor, but he was first a musician. He has a band called the Boxmasters, and it's good stuff. You're going to want to check this out. Tickets are just $25. You can come to the Cantor Theater and check that out. Again, buy your tickets online. Get them now because they're going fast.
Well, and before we get to all of that, of course, we have to return to tonight's actions and kind of reach back to that contest that you talked about, the Dog Days contest, because there's other stuff going on here in contest world. You are very much the leader of the pack when it comes to contest play at Canterbury, but there's a little less expensive way to get involved, and it could lead to some big things.
Right. We've got $40 feeders. Now, you use your phone. It's the ADW of Canterbury Park, official ADW. That's your online wagering vehicle. It's First Bet and Express Bet. And you can play a $40 contest every live racing night. $20 is your bankroll. $20 goes into the prize pool. You're making $2 win place bets, 5 of them. That gets you to 20, I think, if my math is right. But the winner gets an entry into a September 20th live money contest. So it's fun, and it's a way to use your knowledge. If you've done the handicapping, get involved, and you want to use your app anyway, because you can bet from anywhere on site using your phone. Don't have to get up and move, which is kind of nice for old people.
Well, yeah, you can't magically always double your bankroll, but you can take your money and use it in a different way to really make it grow. And getting into feeder contests that really lead to some big satellites and everything is a great way to go about it. And I think early on in the card, as I alluded to, I think the ladies might have a very big night. You could make a little dough with this double. It's going to start with what I think will be a big favorite, but a horse that I think might be Lone Speed and Moral Dilemma, who's really come around since coming to Minnesota. He will be ridden by Kelsey Haar this evening, and then I'm going to double it up with Overcast, who's also ridden by Kelsey Haar, Hidden Spin, the 4, and the 5, Lunar Seas, who's my top pick in race number 3. I think they might be fair prices on the board. Not as much for Moral Dilemma, but it's a decent way to start your day. You know, you can lead into that pick 5 that comes a little bit later in the card. Of course, it comes in race number 3. Start it with a winner with Moral Dilemma, and start your pick 5 off with those 3. That's the only hint that I have for my pick 5. You're going to get Kevin's in race number 3, but that is 10% takeout, 50-cent minimum wager, and it's a great way to try it out. If you have never tried a pick 5 before, 5 winners in a row, no limitation to how many or how few horses you can use in each leg, and these payouts have been great, and no small part due to the 10% takeout.
Right. No, it's a really good promotion that we do, and I think it's been popular around the country. Our pick 5 continues to handle really well. Take a look at that, and you just said Kevin's going to give you a ticket. He's also going to give you an insight into this first race. Now, granted, there are only 3 horses in here, but you still got to win. And Kevin's going to put you on a winner, a stone cold single that you can start each and every wager out with. I know Kevin's been looking at these horses. He handicaps these races like a week in advance. And he's, and I know, they enter, and he's immediately demanding that we get him past performances because he wants to do the work. He wants to study for 7 days. He doesn't just jump into it the night before. He's out there, he changes his picks. He looks at the weather. He does all the work, but he kind of caps it all off by some body language handicapping, getting a look at the equine athletes before he tells you who's going to win. And he's about to do that right now because he's paddock side, and he's going to take a look at these 3 combatants. Kevin, what do you got?
Well, it did indeed take a week to handicap this 3-horse field, it was probably 2.5 days for each horse. So I've got this one really doped out. This is going to be intense. It's, again, we don't love 3 and 4 horse fields. This card actually gets pretty good as it goes on. The pick 5 could be very nice tonight. So build your bankroll up. That pick 5 starts in race 3. And we've got 3 to start the card. And, the hard part handicapping races like this is when you don't have a normal field size, 6, 7, 8 or more horses, the pace tends to get muddied up. So you have to kind of take a look at who maybe reaps the benefits from a 3-horse field and who gets loose. It's 5 furlongs. It's a shorter sprint. And, Mr. McLean taking the cash right now. He's got plenty of lick. Last time out, he was on the turf, and he went a half mile in 44-3. His dirt form is, decent, but he's still a horse on a fast main track that's 3 for 42. So at 6 to 5, you got to tread a little bit lightly there. I'm on the 5. I think G-Rod picks up a really live mount here for Isaiah Ortiz in Pareto's Principle. This is his spot. This is his level. He's been facing $4,000 claimers, going off at 6 to 1, 17 to 1, and outrunning those odds with back-to-back second-place finishes. He's got a little more versatility to his game. He can get up there near the lead, but he can also sit just off. So I'll be curious to see how this race plays out because the 2 around him, Cooler King and Mr. McLean, are both quick. And that at some point in a 3-horse race, someone's going to get some separation, and that's where the advantage, I think, begins. But Pareto's Principle is in good form right now and looks like a horse sitting on a win. Again, the price isn't terrific at 3 to 2. We're getting a good look at him in the paddock right now. He looks the picture. He's got a great-looking coat, good energy, some good muscle on this animal, and this 4-year-old gelding seems legged up and ready to go. The third and final of our 3 horses in this first race is the 6, Cooler King. Kelsey Haar really riding with a ton of confidence right now. Love the way she is attacking these races. And she's got another horse that's got some versatility. Last couple of dirt starts when Kelsey rode this horse, they were a part of the pace. But you've seen in the running lines that this horse can sit off and pounce from real close. So that outside post will give her that advantage. She can let the race come to her. But if you know how Kelsey rides, she puts her horses in the race. And I think that's why she does so well here at Canterbury. She's an aggressive rider, and it serves her well. No show, no try, no super, but it's a great way to build that bankroll as we get ready for an awesome pick 5 that starts in race number 3. 3 of them here, going 5 furlongs. Who do you like? They're all below 2 to 1. Very interesting handicapping puzzle. The horses have left the paddock, and soon they'll be on the track, greeted by the best bugler in North America, Sir Leonard Diker, with the call to the post. Good luck tonight, everybody, and welcome to racing from Canterbury Park.
That's Sir Leonard Dykert bringing them onto the track for the first. We have a fast main track and a pick 4 to coincide with race number 1. Scratch numbers 1, 2, and 3. 5 is ridden by Guillermo Rodriguez. With the scratches, no place, show, trifecta, or superfecta wagering. 5 minutes. Three minutes to the first. Racing at Canterbury provided in part by Loeffler, Maker's Mark, Minnesota Lottery, Anheuser-Busch, Pepsi, Apple Autos, Tri-State Bobcat, Jim Beam, John Deere, and Quick Trip. And the runners are at the starting gate. It's post time for the first. A trio set to dash. Mr. McLean, Paretto's Principal, and Cooler King, the last of the three. 3 going 5, and they're racing. Outside, Cooler King won the start, but now Paretto's Principal takes control and takes charge as they go by the half-mile pole. It's 4-6-4. Make that 5-6-4 into the far turn. And in fact, Paretto's Principal and Cooler King run 2.5, 3 clear from Mr. McLean. Off the far turn, 5 and 6 slug it out. It is Paretto's Principal to the inside, leading this breakneck speed battle narrowly with a quarter mile to go. Cooler King is next to the outside. Mr. McLean from off the pace, about 5 out of it, and they're coming home now. Cooler King, Paretto's Principal, Mr. McLean closing in decently, but still 5 in arrears. And Paretto's Principal puts away Cooler King and puts a chill over the 3-horse field. It is Paretto's Principal and G-Rod by 5. Number 5, Paretto's Principal, first. We welcome our featured groups to the racetrack tonight. Friends of Core and Maine, West Coast Connections and Colts, Steam Logistics, Construction Results Workouting, the Corneliuson and Associates Group, SFM USI's Gathering, Stratasys, Synergy Wealth Management, and TMS Johnson and that company outing. 546. The second race is about 22 minutes from now. Scratch numbers 3 and 6. And in race number 2, no show, trifecta, or superfecta wagering. The turf course is good, and the rail is at 10 feet. Now into the winner's enclosure, Pareto's Principal and Guillermo Rodriguez. The winning owner, Jeff Jacobs, and the winning trainer, Isaiah Ortiz.
Each week, the Minnesota Horsemen's Benevolent and Protective Agency recognizes a person that exemplifies the Minnesota horse racing industry. Minnesota HBPA President Justin Revac is with this week's honoree, Jake Barton. Jake began riding at bush tracks in his home state of Utah in the early 80s and launched his professional jock career at San Juan Downs in New Mexico. Over 37 years, he rode at tracks throughout North America, winning 2,754 thoroughbred races, including a couple of Grade 3 victories. He retired from riding in 2018, transitioned to work on the gate crew, and began serving as a valet, as well as galloping horses every morning. He's a true professional, respected on the racetrack and in its community. Congratulations to Jake Barton. And thank you to the Minnesota HBPA and to the sponsors, Bravi's Craft Mexican Kitchen, located in Canterbury Commons, and Luro Boots in Bloomington.
And they're racing outside. Cooler King won the start, but now Pareto's Principal takes control and takes charge as they go by the half-mile pole. It's 4-6-4. Make that 5-6-4 into the far turn. And in fact, Pareto's Principal and Cooler King run 2.5, 3 clear from Mr. McLean. Off the far turn, 5 and 6. Slug it out. It is Pareto's Principal to the inside, leading this breakneck speed battle narrowly with a quarter of a mile to go. Cooler King is next to the outside. Mr. McLean from off the pace, about 5 out of it, and they're coming home now. Cooler King, Pareto's Principal, Mr. McLean closing in decently, but still 5 in arrears. And Pareto's Principal puts away Cooler King and puts a chill over the 3-horse field. It is Pareto's Principal and G-Rod by 5.
Too much racehorse for Pareto's Principal, and G-Rod picks up a live mount and wins race number 1. This is a race card that starts small on numbers and builds to a crescendo in that pick 5. And remember, the pick 5 at Canterbury is must wagering opportunity. 10% takeout, lowest in the country. We've had pick 5s pay over $40,000 this year. And tonight's card looks really good. There's a 2-year-old race in the middle of that pick 5 that is super hard. This race only offers 4 horses, so there's no show, there's no trifecta or superfecta, but still a very interesting race to handicap. I think the outside 2 are going to be the 2 favorites. They knocked heads last time. In fact, the outside horse, Flat Out Blessed, was able to beat Moral Dilemma. But the inside 2 are pesky, and we'll start with Lemon Sun. Eddie Gallardo gets the call for Cody Rosine. Look where this horse has raced. Places like the Fairgrounds and Churchill Downs. Right away, the class comes out on paper and hasn't been seen since back in April. Been racing, at least on the grass, in longer races. The workouts are good. Off the company this horse has been keeping. Absolutely can play with these. 8-5, I would expect Lemon Sun to be a very dangerous horse in the later stages. Number 2 is Tigra. Tigra last time went off at 3-1, was heavily bet after a brilliant debut and just didn't fire. But Jose Silva's such a good trainer. You know he'll have this horse legged up and ready to go. I think Tigra ends up being the longest shot on the board here, and off that alone, with Jose Silva calling the shots, that could be a handicapping angle right there, because when you get small fields, you get some strange results. I'm on Moral Dilemma in lukewarm fashion. I thought this was a tough spot, but I really like the way this horse is training, and I think Patrick Fields has done an awesome job getting this horse to improve with each and every start. Got to keep an eye on him. He gets a little wound up. I'm going to head upstairs because Paul Allen's down with the ownership group to watch the race. I'll be calling this race, and I'll be watching him from Paul's perch. We'll see how he behaves when we get closer to the gate, but Patrick Fields has done a really good job with Moral Dilemma. If he can duplicate that effort from last time out, he should be right there. Right now, though, even money. That is, woof, that's low on Moral Dilemma. I got to see that price drift up if I can get involved. 5 is Flat Out Blessed, and this horse ran probably a winning race last time. If you bet this horse last time, that's what you call an aorta smasher. 20-1 odds, did everything the right way, and got beat a dirty neck on the wire. Outside post, tracking speed, in my opinion, the horse to beat. So right now you're getting a really fair price at 5-2 on Flat Out Blessed. 4 of them traveling 5 furlongs on the beautiful Canterbury Park turf course. This is the appetizer. The main course comes up in the pick 5, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's a humdinger. So get your pick 5 tickets ready and get set for some turf racing on a good turf course here tonight at Canterbury. Hey, and while you're here, why don't you get ready for the weekend? It's Travers Weekend at Saratoga. Why don't you download the First Bet app? All you have to do is stop by the info center on the main level or third level and download the First Bet app. You will never wait in the line again. It's like having Venmo for horse racing. You have the app, you put money in, you make your bets when you're on the property, and when you're done, you take all that money out, and you have a big smile on your face because you are a Sharpie like those guys upstairs in the press box. It's the First Bet app. It's the official app of all the Sharps at Canterbury. Right now, though, it's race 2, and it's turf racing right out here at beautiful Canterbury Park.
Hello from the winner's circle. Before we get to this second race, we're going to take time to get my friend Jake here a little swag, hopefully maybe even a little bit of money, because we're going to play Trackside Treasure Punch. And what he's going to do is he's going to have a chance to punch 3 holes in this wall. If you want to keep the first prize, you can keep it. If you want to trade it in and try for another one, you can punch a second hole. And if you want to try one more time, we're going to give you a third opportunity. Now in here, we've got admission tickets, gift cards, some Canterbury swag, the last lock of Kevin Gorg's hair. There's all kinds of things behind those holes. So prepare yourself. Have you picked any of the holes out that you want to give a try?
No.
Well, take a look at the board right now and take your first punch, because you are up. Any one of those holes. If you have any inclination out here, let them know. Okay, take a punch. Punch it right out. There you go. Take what's inside. Let's see what you get. Okay, we got 25. Hold that up for the camera. You got $25 from the Minnesota State Lottery. Got some lottery tickets in there. Never know what you could get from those. Can't open it yet. Nope, nope, nope. Do you want to keep those lottery tickets, or do you want to try for another prize? Okay, you're going to turn them in. Try again. All right, went a couple below it. Pull out what's inside. What do we got? Oh, a Canterbury Park drawstring bag. Not sure that's going to be quite as lucrative as the lottery tickets. He immediately gives it back, and it's try number 3. Make this one count. Okay, right next to the lottery tickets, $25 to the Canterbury Casino. There you go. Well done. Do you play casino games? Do you have a game of choice?
Poker.
Okay, go make that into $2,500, please.
25K.
All right, $25K. There you go. You want to ride along with him? Congratulations, and good luck in the card room.
Yep, thank you very much.
All right, we're dealing up cards 24/7. Race 2 is coming. And, hey, you could maybe punch out a prize in the future down here in the winner's circle.
Go Wolves.
Go Wolves!
Two-minute warning now. 2 minutes to race number 2. Apple Autos, the official vehicle supplier here at Canterbury Park. They've got 5 great locations here in the metro for you. Apple Ford in Shakopee, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram here in Shakopee, Apple Used Autos, Apple Ford Lincoln up in Apple Valley, and Apple Chevrolet in Northfield. 4 horses, 5 furlongs on a good turf course now. 1 minute. 1 minute. And the horses have reached the starting gate. It is now post time. Post time for race number 2. Beautiful Wednesday night here in Shakopee. Pick 5 on deck. That third race starts the 10% takeout pick 5. Nice battle for favoritism here. All 4 horses getting bet, but right now Flat Out Blessed 9-5. The slight betting choice as late money starts to filter in. Inside marker is Lemonson, shipping in from Churchill Downs, last seen in April. Familiar jacket of the Novogratz stable. Tigra next in line, field's longest shot at 7-2. Kelsey and Moral Dilemma. Flat Out Blessed, the last in line. Good luck, everybody. There in the gate. And they're off. Slow start for Tiger, who spots the field about 5 lengths. Right off the hop, Moral Dilemma is going to take that lead and lead it by 2 lengths. Flat Out Blessed left to chase that one in second. After that slow beginning, Tiger is trying to recover, has crept within 3 lengths and a big gap of 8 lengths back to Lemonson. They bank into that far turn and Moral Dilemma. Moral Dilemma leads it by a measured length. Tigra started slow but is now into the race and has cut that lead down to a length. Flat Out Blast just got shuffled back to third and is 3 lengths off the front marker and another 12 lengths back to the Churchill Steamer Lemonson. Top of the stretch, Moral Dilemma and Kelsey with the race to win or lose. And so far they're choosing win because Kelsey has yet to do much and they still lead by 3 into the final furlong. Moral Dilemma has no dilemma. A maiden breaking beauty tonight. Moral Dilemma, easy. .01. Snappy time for this maiden-breaking victory. 4-2, 5-1. It's a final. $5.40 for your win ticket on Moral Dilemma. $2 double paid $13.60. The 4-2 Gilliam Exacta cashes. The exotics are limited. $10.70 for that 4-2 Exacta. We get ready for that pick 5, which starts in race 3. In our third race, take out the 2 might be Maddie. We're back on a fast main track to start the pick 5. That's on deck. Career start tonight, number 9 for Moral Dilemma. Form cycle pointing in the right direction led to the victory tonight. A couple of bang-up races here back-to-back on the Canterbury lawn. crowded winner's circle, ready to welcome in the newly minted winner, Moral Dilemma. Let's celebrate the victorious Moral Dilemma here in race 2. Moral Dilemma is a 4-year-old bay gelding by the 2007 Kentucky Derby winning sire Street Sense. Out of Broadway Play, foaled in Kentucky by Mercedes Stable. The winning owners are the Canterbury Chapel 2024. The winning trainer is Patrick Fields, and the winning jockey is Miss Kelsey Haar. Congratulations to the victorious connections of Moral Dilemma. 21 minutes to the Canterbury Pick 5, which starts in race 3. Scratch the 2, Mighty Matty. Get those tickets in now. Attaboy PA, multiple bell ringers after the victorious Moral Dilemma. That means more money for the Canterbury Chapel. Every time that bell rings, it's at least $100 in donations to the Backside Chapel here at Canterbury Park. And they're off. Slow start for Tiger, who spots the field about 5 lengths. Right off the hop, Moral Dilemma is going to take that lead and lead it by 2 lengths. Flat Out Blessed left to chase that one in second. After that slow beginning, Tiger is trying to recover, has crept within 3 lengths and a big gap of 8 lengths back to Lemonson. They bank into that far turn, and Moral Dilemma leads by a measured length. Tigra started slow but is now into the race and has cut that lead down to a length. Flat Out Blessed just got shuffled back to third and is 3 lengths off the front marker and another 12 lengths back to the Churchill Steamer Lemonson. Top of the stretch, Moral Dilemma and Kelsey with the race to win or lose, and so far they're choosing win because Kelsey has yet to do much and they still lead by 3 into the final furlong. Moral Dilemma has no dilemma. A maiden breaking beauty tonight. Moral Dilemma, easy. All right, Canterbury faithful, it's time to take a look and dive deep into this Pick 5 tonight, which could be a juicy one. The 2-year-old race in the middle, super challenging. And I thought the first leg here offered a little bite, and you're going to want to maybe cover a little bit here in leg 1. I'm going to use 3, 5, and 7, my top 3 picks in the race. I like the 3 on top, but it's in lukewarm fashion. So we'll go 3 deep to start this Pick 5. In race 4, turf course is firm now. We got a firm turf course. It's Bob's business is the speed of the race. He's going to be tough. I've got to use him. The one horse has that great inside post with G-Rod. My top pick is the 4, Fast Bro. I'm going to use 1, 3, and 4. I could have used the all button here. I just didn't want to spend as much money, but the race 5, the 2-year-old race, wide open. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. But it's a really tough race, so I'll spread there. Now we get down to business. If we're 3 for 3, we've got to be right in the late stages. I'm going to single Airmail Flyer, the 3 in race 6. Joel Burns' horse looks good enough to eat on paper. And I think the last race is a 2-horse race. I think it's between the 2 and the 4. Dr. Storm and Lord Sheldon, who beat him last time, but Dr. Storm had trouble. I'll get to that later here in a few minutes with my power play sequence. So $45 investment if you want to play with me. 357 with 1, 3, 4 with 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 with 3 with 2 and 4. Play my ticket, modify my ticket, play your own. But you can't win it if you don't get in it. The Pick 5 at Canterbury with that 10% takeout, why wouldn't you? Right now, though, we got to handicap this race specifically. Let's head down to the paddock to Miss Angela Herman.
Thank you very much, Kevin, and thank you for that Pick 5 ticket. Ours aren't too dissimilar. We don't have the same single along the way, but hi, Justin. We'll start it in this 3rd race. Remember, we do have a scratch out of here. Take out the 2, Mighty Maddie. Now, I did use a couple of the same horses that you did. Neither of us used the 1, Not a Word, and Not a Word has faced off against a few of these in recent times. I guess I could see why you wouldn't use her, but getting back towards an inside post position may help her use her speed a little bit more, and it didn't look like there'd be an overwhelming amount of pace in here. A lot of fillies that have made recent living sitting just off the pace and pushing things along. And Not a Word is one of those types, but she has at least got some experience doing the 7 furlong thing here, and that inside post is very advantageous in these 7 furlong races. I can see why Kevin would like Overcast too. Again, scratch the 2, Mighty Maddie. His top selection is just behind here. That's Overcast, and she's going to get back to the main track. You know, she has been on the turf for her last 5, and she hasn't come up with much from those 5 races. Gave her a shot because I'm sure she has a pretty versatile pedigree, but Overcast is going to get back to doing what she was doing this winter. And she did manage to pick up some pieces against tougher company. Those were Louisiana breds, and Overcast has to face open company in this group, but Kelsey Haar is looking for another win on the card. She'll be on Overcast, and Overcast is taking a lot of money. She is 2-1 at the moment. 7-2 is the price on Hidden Spin. Hidden Spin is an interesting one. I sampled her last time, tried her at 5 furlongs on the turf because that was her first time doing turf sprints in a couple of years. She didn't do that much that day. She has some closing kick, but she broke slow and didn't get a chance to use it. I'm not sure this is the spot where she's going to get to use it, really. I mean, Hidden Spin might not have that much pace in front of her. But at least getting back to the dirt, we'll find her in a spot where she was running all right. You know, two back, she ran into Peyton's Beauty. She took that field all the way. Hidden Spin couldn't make up enough ground going a mile. Maybe this will help her kick. But frankly, she needs to turn things around back to that Fawner maiden win. And that is now getting to be a little while ago in May. I took Lunar Seas on top, and Lunar Seas comes by me now using her speed in her last 2 to come up with a win on the turf and a nowhere to be found on the turf last time around. So they're going to regroup and move her back to the dirt. You know, she had been running pretty evenly, but I thought she might be the controlling speed of this group, and Gallardo has an outside post to try to get Lunar Seas in position. That's the one thing I don't like about her, because it is the 7 furlong configuration, and that has not always worked out well. The outside 2, 5-1 and 9-2 respectively. Pearl Button probably should be a part of the pace. Don't like the draw for her. She gets another new rider though, and Pearl Button should be a pretty healthy price at 5-1. Blues Cross, the choice of Paul Allen, your morning line favorite on the outside, currently is 9-2. She will be coming late. Santiago knows her quite well, and they've been inching closer at the 7 furlong distance, back to back. The third will go off in about 8 minutes. There is the grid of selections. Remember, scratch the 2, Mighty Maddie, and this is the start of the 10% takeout Pick 5. Pick 3s, doubles, exactas, tries, and supers. Also on that wagering menu, if you so choose. They are headed to the track right now, and stay tuned. You have to. The power play from Kevin Gorg is next.
Welcome up to the studio here in the press box. We get ready for our big power play selection of the night. Thank you to Tri-State Bobcat for their continued support all season long. Race 7, final race of the pick 5, kind of an important one. I'm going to go with number 2, Dr. Storm. Let's take a look at the past performances. First thing I notice is regular rider Eddie G shows up. And I noticed some good form down at Oaklawn Park where they run some bang-up races. This horse was in good form when he got to Canterbury. Last time out, got beat, a dirty head by Lord Sheldon. But. Got to read the troubled lines far right in your racing form. And boy, does this tell a story. Boxed in and steadied, I think, is clearly the difference in the race that comes down to a few inches. And there you see our horse, Dr. Storm. The eventual winner is the 4, Lord Sheldon. Really good job by Carlo Lopez to help put this horse into a really tight spot. And let's watch the race unfold. And just keep an eye on this, too. Winning horse making the move in the yellow helmet. But look at it. There's the steady. There's the boxed in. Nowhere to go. We're losing at least a length at that spot. Now we're waiting, and that's not going to work out. So now we got to shift all the way outside. All that momentum, steadied, the whole thing. It's going to make the difference in the race because, as you can see, these two horses who meet again tonight are going to come down to the wire together. And I think Lord Sheldon might be favored tonight, but he might be the wrong horse in race 7 because this horse on this night didn't get a fair run. So we'll see if justice is served. Race 7, number 2, Dr. Storm for the power play.
It's race time. Into the gate for the third. Blues Cross, last in line. And they're racing in the first Resource Bank Classic. And popping out of the gate, Overcast looking for sunny skies. Lunar Seas goes flowing to the lead as they link up with the course proper. Pearl Button behind them to the outside of Not a Word. Then we come to Hidden Spin, spinning along 8 lengths out of it, far, far clear from Blues Cross. Up the barn side they travel, race 3, CBY to begin the pick 5. And Overcast has pulled Kelsey hard to a narrow lead at 2-1. Kelsey looking to go back-to-back, leads it by a half. Lunar Seas in second by 5.5. Not a Word creeps up to the inside of Pearl Button. Outside of that, Hidden Spin. Blues Cross still double digits out of it, but beginning to run on. They're off the far turn. Overcast still tugs them along. It's Overcast from Lunar Seas. After that, Hidden Spin making a sharp move. Blues Cross at 1.15 out of it, now 8 out of it, and running on behind Not a Word. Meanwhile, Overcast has blown the turn and carried Hidden Spin with him. On the inside, Not a Word capitalizes. Between them is Lunar Seas. Blues Cross still finishing interestingly. Overcast and Hidden Spin right by all of us here in the grandstand. It's Overcast and Hidden Spin locked in battle to the wire. Overcast with sunny skies. Photo finish and Stewards inquiry. Stand by. We have the numbers. The result of the photo shows the winner is number 3, Overcast. Now, the Stewards inquiry involves the winner, number 3, Overcast, and the runner-up, number 4, Hidden Spin. So the winner is under scrutiny via a Stewards inquiry. Please stand by. Now, on TV monitors and the big screen in the infield, you're getting the video footage our track referees, the stewards, are observing right now. Number 3, Overcast, clearly drifted several lanes approaching the stretch. So the stewards are going to determine with what happened to number 3, Overcast, whether it was strictly the 3's fault, did it involve others, and was number 4, Hidden Spin, cost a better placing. So stand by. A lot to unpack. Ladies and gentlemen, number 3 Overcast has been disqualified from first and placed second. The new top 4 will be 4, 3, 5, 1. 4, 3, 5, 1. Now, you'll see number 3 Overcast drifting several lanes and causing Hidden Spin to alter her path, and did so enough that in the estimation of our track referees, the stewards, Hidden Spin was cost a better placing, which would be a victory. So Overcast drifts out for basically 100 some odd yards, causing the 4 Hidden Spin to alter her path, thus costing her a victory, thus a disqualification. To the winner's circle, Hidden Spin, ridden by Constantino Roman. The winning owners are Gerald Wollison and Spencer Kucera, and the winning trainer, Joel Burnt. Race 3 is official. The 4th race takes us back to a good turf course. Pick 4 wagering on the final 4 live races today. Number 3, It's Bob's Business, is picked up by Santiago Gonzalez. And post time is 22 minutes from now. Racing in the first Resource Bank Classic, and popping out of the gate, Overcast looking for sunny skies. Lunar Seas goes flowing to the lead as they link up with the course proper. Pearl Button behind them to the outside of Not a Word. Then we come to Hidden Spin, spinning along 8 lengths out of it, far clear from Blues Cross. Up the barn side they travel. Race 3 CBY to begin the pick 5, and Overcast has pulled Kelsey Hard to a narrow lead at 2-1. Kelsey looking to go back-to-back, leads it by a half. Lunar Seas in second by 5.5. Not a Word creeps up to the inside of Pearl Button. Outside of that, Hidden Spin. Blues Cross still double digits out of it, but beginning to run on. They're off the far turn. Overcast still tug them along. It's Overcast from Lunar Seas. After that, Hidden Spin making a sharp move. Blues Cross at 1.15 out of it, now 8 out of it, and running on behind Not a Word. Meanwhile, Overcast has blown the turn and carried Hidden Spin with him. On the inside, Not a Word capitalizes. Between them is Lunar Seas. Blues Cross still finishing interestingly. Overcast and Hidden Spin right by all of us here in the grandstand. It's Overcast and Hidden Spin locked in battle to the wire. Overcast with sunny skies.
All right, the pick 5 starts with a little controversy as Kelsey Haar gets home first with Overcast, and Hidden Spin, though, gets the victory via the DQ. And a lot of interesting discussion up in the press box. We watch a lot of races from glitzy Saratoga in New York where the Ortiz brothers tend to change lanes on a regular basis. That's not happening in Shakopee, apparently. Tough break for Kelsey. She did all she could to keep Overcast from any contact, but she gets DQ'd. And if you had Hidden Spin like the Oracle, you're loving it right now with that pick 5 mild upset to start the procession. Tough race in race 4, turf race, firm turf, option allowance claimer, really hard knockers here, including number 1 Arma de Oro. G-Rod gets the call here for Wade Rarick. The jockey's riding swimmingly right now. The horse draws a great post, and boy, the horse just missed last time. Got the right setup. 22-1, 45-3 for a horse that's off the pace. They had to be licking their chops as they came storming down the stretch. Missed by a neck at 11-1. Because the horse ran so well, you're probably not going to get 11-1, but right now you are getting 9-1, which is a very fair price on the inside marker. Number 2 is a Minnesota bred trying to beat Open Company. This is Bayou Benny. Bayou Benny always tries, man. 28 career starts, always seems to get a slice. In fact, 16 for 28 in the top 3, but has yet to win a grass race. Likes to sit mid-pack and pounce. The Quinones thing is real. He's had a great summer. Gary Shear, of course, rock-solid trainer, so the connection's really good with this Minnesota bred. It's Bob's Business, another Minnesota bred. Put Gonzalez in the saddle as Joel Burnt looks to go boom, boom, back-to-back. This is the speed of the speed, and last time out, Harry Hernandez could not control this horse. The fractions were too fast. The horse ran a good race, but just got super tired late. Little better trip this time, no doubt one of the horses to beat, and 8-5. I'm going to try the 4. I'm going to try 1 Fast Bro for Jose Silva. Carlo Lopez gets the call, third off the bench, razor sharp, back-to-back 80 Beyer speed figures on the turf. This horse looks outstanding on paper. The only thing that worries me just a little is the career running line. 34 starts, 5 firsts, 5 seconds, and 10 thirds. So there's been some hanging in the past. But if this horse runs an A-game race here, I think 3-1's a fair number. Mendelssohn enjoys the 5 for Patty Fields. Boy, Pat's done a great job with limited horses in his barn. They just seem to all be running right now. Has a win in the card earlier. Bridge Mahan, so good on the turf. Lots to like. Looking to win back-to-back races. That 10-1 morning line I thought was a little aggressive, and right now less than half that at 9-2. 6 is Sonic Speed for our good friends at Rocket Wrench. You get Double H, you get Martin Escobar, you get a horse off an 8-1 victory. All 6 of these horses have great credentials, so it's really going to come down to who's feeling good and which jockey gets the right trip. Really fun race. Sonic Speed fits, no doubt about it, in 5-1. Excellent, excellent race. If you got bounced via the DQ like me in the pick 5, it's time to play the pick 4. Pick 4s are also very bountiful here at Canterbury Park. A 6-pack, evenly matched, traveling 1 mile on a firm turf. Race 4 will be at the gate in around 8. And then they're going to get it on.
Race 4's field is now on track with 7 minutes to post. We have no scratches in race 4. Make the rider on number 3, It's Bob's Business, Santiago Gonzalez. He is your current 9-5 favorite in the upcoming 4th race, which offers win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, superfecta, double, dollar pick 3, and 50-cent pick 4 wagering. Now 6 minutes to post. We're now 5 minutes from race number 4, and that's going to be the site of the angle, so we're going to get to it very quickly. He's your current favorite, and he's a single in my Pick 5 ticket, and we're going to talk about why. First, you go to drf.com. That's step number 1, and when you get there, you start with the top, handicapping and past performances. That's going to be where you find the cards, and you click today's card, and find It's Bob's Business in this upcoming 4th race. This is his year. This is just 2025, but these are his past performances, including a lot of races on dirt. But last time around, he was up here at Canterbury on the turf course. He's run very well here in the past. This was not one of those days. It was a good turf course. They went very fast early. It's Bob's Business was cutting all of those fractions. He was the beaten favorite, and unfortunately for him, all those horses in bold on the right show up in this very race, but we're going to draw a line through that one. Throw it out. We're going to go back to July 4th and see if we can't get this race out of Bob, because his regular partner, Santiago Gonzalez, is in the saddle as he was that day. This is It's Bob's Business on the outside of the black strat. Of course, they're going pretty quick. The fractions up here are solid, especially for this distance, this class of horse, and they're fighting for it on the front end, as you can see. But all spring long, Santiago Gonzalez has been aboard this horse in dirt sprints, then on the turf, right back into his favorite sort of spot like this, and it takes a monster effort from Coffee Caliente to run him down. This is another nice horse on our turf course. They put on a good stretch duel, and after setting all the pace, and that pace was quick, It's Bob's Business still hangs on very gamely for second, and that sort of race we think would win the 4th. That's the angle. It's strong. Look for him on the front in the 4th.
And the horses are approaching the starting gate. The fourth is provided by Jim Beam Bourbon, Elegant, Smooth, Refined. And by Busch Light, look no farther than Busch Light.
Go grab your horse, Jake.
It is now post time for race number 4. Sonic Speed looking to win 2 in a row goes in. They're racing, and they've broken a line. Mendelssohn Joy out of the gate decently. It's Bob's Business at 2.5 to 1. Grabs the lead with 1 lap to go. Very, very slow early pace over the firm going. And in fact, we have 4 in a line now, and 1 fast bro, and Carlo Lopez emerges from said quartet in search of the lead, but it's Bob's Business. Lets out a notch and reclaims the lead by a half. After that, we come back about 1.5 lengths to Armadoro, overtaken by Bayou Benny. The rider has the patriotic colors between horses. Mendelssohn Joy is wide, and Sonic Speed is just 5 lengths from the lead. 6 covered by now 4. Up the barn side they go, and with a half mile to travel, 1 fast bro living up to the name, taking the lead from It's Bob's Business. Bayou Benny, 2.5 from it to the outside of Armadoro. Outside of them, Mendelssohn Joy, 4 wide around the turn. Sonic Speed being angled to the outside. Harry Hernandez takes Sonic Speed to about 4 lengths from the lead. Still last, but on the move. They reach the top of the stretch, and It's Bob's Business takes back the lead from 1 fast bro. They're trading places, and this time it's Bob's Business with a narrow lead. Now 1 fast bro reclaims the lead. Inside Bayou Benny. Outside of that, Mendelssohn Joy. Then it's Armadoro and Sonic Speed. 1 fast bro from Sonic Speed and Mendelssohn Joy. Mendelssohn Joy in a photo. Tight photo between 4 and 5. Hold them all. Photo finish, tight photo between 4 and 5. Hold them all. We have an answer. Result of the photo shows the winner is number 5. Mendelssohn Joy. 5 and 4 hit it together. 5, 4, 6, 3. And the fourth race is official. That first pick 4 paid $176.90. The fifth race on a fast main track, 22 minutes from now. Scratch number 4, Hollows Ice. Race 5 is courtesy of Pepsi and John Deere. It's a Fields and Seekley family reunion in the winner's circle, now joined by Mendelssohn Joy and Jermaine Bridgemahan. The winning owners, Tailored for Gold Stable, that's Joy Gora, and the winning trainer, winning his second race tonight, Patrick Fields. Thank you. One of the Fields children rings the bell, meaning at least $100 to the Canterbury Park Chapel Ministry, partnering with other backside programs to make life amenable and comfortable for our grooms and those who execute their toil on the backside. Thank you very much. Big night for the Chapel Ministry tonight with Moral Dilemma winning. And now a bell ringer after Mendelssohn Joy. Thank you. Race 5 in 19 minutes. They're racing, and they've broken a line. Mendelssohn Joy out of the gate decently. It's Bob's Business at 2.5 to 1. Grabs the lead with 1 lap to go. Very, very slow early pace over the firm going. And in fact, we have 4 in a line now and 1 fast bro. And Carlo Lopez emerges from said quartet in search of the lead. But it's Bob's Business. Lets out a notch and reclaims the lead by a half. After that, we come back about 1.5 lengths to Armadoro, overtaken by Bayou Benny. The rider has the patriotic colors between horses. Mendelssohn Joy is wide, and Sonic Speed is just 5 lengths from the lead. 6 covered by now 4. Up the barn side they go. And with a half-mile to travel, 1 Fast Bro living up to the name, taking the lead from It's Bob's Business. Bayou Benny, 2.5 from it to the outside of Armadoro. Outside of them, Mendelssohn Joy, 4 wide around the turn. Sonic Speed being angled to the outside. Harry Hernandez takes Sonic Speed to about 4 lengths from the lead. Still last, but on the move. They reach the top of the stretch, and It's Bob's Business takes back the lead from 1 Fast Bro. They're trading places, and this time it's Bob's Business with a narrow lead. Now 1 Fast Bro reclaims the lead. Inside Bayou Benny. Outside of that, Mendelssohn Joy. Then it's Armadoro and Sonic Speed. 1 Fast Bro from Sonic Speed and Mendelssohn Joy. Mendelssohn Joy in a photo. Tight photo between 4 and 5. Hold them. Off the pace, about 5 out of it, and they're coming home now. Cooler King, Paretto's Principal, Mr. McLean closing in decently, but still 5 in arrears. And Paretto's Principal puts away Cooler King and puts a chill over the 3-horse field. It is Paretto's Principal and G-Rod by 5.
Top of the stretch, Moral Dilemma and Kelsey with the race to win or lose, and so far they're choosing win because Kelsey has yet to do much and they still lead by 3 into the final furlong. Moral Dilemma has no dilemma. A maiden breaking beauty tonight Moral Dilemma, easy.
Meanwhile, Overcast has blown the turn and carried Hidden Spin with him. On the inside, Not a Word capitalizes. Between them is Lunar Seas. Blues Cross still finishing interestingly. Overcast and Hidden Spin right by all of us here in the grandstand. It's Overcast and Hidden Spin locked in battle to the wire. Overcast with sunny skies. One Fast Bro, they're trading places, and this time it's Bob's Business with a narrow lead. Now One Fast Bro reclaims the lead. Inside Bayou Benny. Outside of that, Mendelssohn Joy. Then it's Armadoro and Sonic Speed. One Fast Bro from Sonic Speed and Mendelssohn Joy. Mendelssohn Joy in a photo. Tight photo between 4 and 5.
The sweet sounds of Tim McGraw bring us down to the paddock for the 2-year-old race of the night. Excellent betting opportunity here in race 5 on the heels of Patrick Fields winning another one. The turf doctor himself, Jermaine Bridgman, with a heady ride. Mendelssohn Joy, an upset in the pick 5, and now 2 legs in, the pick 5 looks like it could be a big one tonight because this race you probably had to spread. I mean, this is a really tough race. 8-horse, the only horse with any race experience. Everybody else making their debut. And I got news for you. This 8-horse is a fair price. He's got speed, and he's got that foundation from a really good couple of races, including last time out second. How about that, Kurt? So this race has a lot of intrigue. Let's handicap together. Number 1 is Max Vegas. Barrios Lopez gets the call for Mac Robertson. Great bloodlines. They spent $80,000 on this gorgeous gray. Workouts are good. I just don't love the post. The inside post does not leave a lot in terms of room for error, but if they show speed, then that all bets are off on that tricky post. So no doubt one of the major players here, Max Vegas, is 5-2. Number 2 is Miracle Mula. Constantino Roman for Joel Burnt, $40,000 purchase. Good workouts and a trainer that scores at 21% first time out the blocks. Angela Herman's got this one on top, so I always pay attention to that. She knows those bloodlines as well as anybody out there, and the horse looks great in the walking ring. I'm on the 3. I'm taking a shot here with Autobahn Road. Eddie G for the Novogratz stable and Cody Rosine. The workouts caught my eye. They're all in Chicago, and that last workout, a bullet drill on August the 7th. Whew, was that a good one? 46 and change breezing. Hello. 3 looks good. Good muscle. Nice arched neck. So, again, it's a first-time starter. We're playing the guessing game here, and I'm going to guess this horse can run a little bit. I sure like the price at 6-1. Mr. Mo's Magic is the 5 for Leslie Molling and Lynn Rarick. $50,000 purchase, more fast workouts. And I get why Mac Robertson's taking early money, but when you see these connections get bet down early, that matters. That early money really matters. Somebody in the barn is betting Mr. Mo's Magic, so that horse will be on my tickets for certain. 6 is Chariot, Kelsey Haar for Mac Robertson. Lightly worked out, but a couple of sharp workouts in there. And we know Kelsey riding great right now. I love the way she's approaching her craft right now at the late stages of the meet. Pete Matson's got the 7. The interesting thing here is the horse that scratched was the other Matson horse, and now he's got Oscar's Angel. David Van Winkle, the newly married Chad Lindsay. Excellent bloodlines for the turf. I don't know when they're going to try the turf, but I'm going to tell you, this Oscar Performance colt will likely love the grass. We'll see how he likes the dirt. And 7-1. 8 is Phantom Express. I have no idea why this horse is 8-1. Race experience, early speed, outside post. I mean, if you're looking for the safest play on the board, this is it. This horse should be on the ticket. That's my opinion, but I really think the 8, if you're going to play the tries and supers, should be a part of this. Off that racing experience with that early speed, 8-1 is a puzzler for me. 9 is Jackie Paper, Santiago for Tranquilino. Only a $3,000 purchase, but this barn has popped at big prices before, and this horse will be a big price tonight. The babies are taking center stage, middle of the pick 5. If you're alive, this is a giant hurdle to overcome. There could be financial freedom by the end of the card. It's a beautiful, sunny Wednesday night. You're enjoying racing from Canterbury Park. It's race 5. It's 2-year-olds. It's coming up, and it's coming at you, and it's next.
Hello from the winner's circle. We've got another fun game coming up with a possibility of one of these four guys going to Billy Bob Thornton coming up here at the park. I've got four guys that are going to play musical chairs. Yes, that's what I got around me. There's 3 of them. There's 4 of them. We're going to keep taking one away until one of you is at Billy Bob. Now, who do I have playing today?
Connor.
All right, Connor, who's the next opponent?
Josh.
Connor, Josh, who do you?
Kevin.
Connor, Josh, Kevin, and?
Carson.
Connor. Oh, my. All right, hop in, guys. That is quite the lineup to remember. You guys got all the rules? No pushing, no shoving, no kicking. Just find a seat as quickly as you can. TV, whenever you're ready, put on the music. Sit down, gentlemen. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You're out. All right. One chair gone. Here we go, boys. You ready? Play that music. Yeah, keep going around. Keep going around. You got in a fight last time. You better get one on your own this time. Have a seat. Oh my goodness. They left you in the dust. I'm so sorry. That one was very clear and definitive. All right, we got one to go. Here it is. Boys, this is your throne for your chance at Billy Bob. Guys. Keep going until that thing pops. Come on, get in there, guys, get it. This is the most intense game of musical chairs I've ever seen. Get him off there, Come on, there's got to be an advantage here. Come on, guys. Duke it out, you can use hands now. Come on, you can do it. Nothing? My goodness. Oh, see, now we have a pop chair, but your side is still inflated. You are the winner. All right, now you better share with these guys because you are going to Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters. Do you have a favorite song of theirs?
I do not.
Well, you're about to get some favorites. Congratulations and nice job. Where'd you learn to be so good at musical chairs?
I've just been practicing since day one. You know, I want to thank my fans over there, Isaiah, Caleb. Y'all been training me since day one. I appreciate it.
Your moment of glory has arrived. Congratulations. We'll see you at the show.
Thank you.
All right, if you want to join them, check out CanterburyPark.com. You can get your tickets to Billy Bob Thornton today.
It's race time into the gate for the 5th. And we have a cast of 2-year-olds set to dash 5.5. Mr. Moe's Magic, second last. Jackie Paper, last in line. 8 in the gate for these 2-year-olds. And they're racing. Mr. Moe's Magic was off a couple steps slowly. Phantom Express looks to disappear into the winner's circle and opens up too early. Jackie Paper has good speed, an 8 and 9 squabble. Jackie Paper and Victor Santiago join the lead. After that, it is Miracle Moolah, about 4 lengths from the front, beginning to run away from Max Vegas. That one is joined by a recovering Mr. Moe's Magic. After that, we have Chariot, about 8 lengths from the front, 5-6 clear from Oscar's Angel, who's blowing the turn and overtaken by Audubon Road. Well strung out cast of babies with a quarter of a mile to go. Phantom Express reclaims the lead with those blue blinkers. It's Phantom Express. Jackie Paper not going away. Outside of that is Miracle Moolah. Then it's Max Vegas to the far outside. And closing up on the inside is Chariot. It's wide open into the final 75. Max Vegas refuses to go broke. Max Vegas, blackjack. Number 1, Max Vegas first, 6, Chariot second, 8, Phantom Express third, and 2, Miracle Moolah fourth. In the winner's circle, Max Vegas and Daylor Barrios Lopez. The winning owner, John Mentz, and the winning trainer, Mac Robertson. Fifth race, official. On to race number 6. It is the Wednesday penultimate. Firm turf course. No scratches, no rider changes. And race number 6 is courtesy of Kim Crawford Wines and Hormel. Thank you for the bell ring. Big night for the Chapel Ministry and the Backside Foundation. Thank you very much. And they're racing. Mr. Moe's Magic was off a couple steps slowly. Phantom Express looks to disappear into the winner's circle and opens up too early. Jackie Paper has good speed in 8 and 9 squabble. Jackie Paper and Victor Santiago join the lead. After that, it is Miracle Moolah about 4 lengths from the front, beginning to run away from Max Vegas. That one is joined by a recovering Mr. Moe's Magic. After that, we have Chariot about 8 lengths from the front, 5, 6 clear from Oscar's Angel, who's blowing the turn and overtaken by Audubon Road. Well strung out cast of babies with a quarter of a mile to go. Phantom Express reclaims the lead with those blue blinkers. It's Phantom Express. Jackie Paper not going away. Outside of that is Miracle Moolah. Then it's Max Vegas to the far outside. And closing up on the inside is Chariot. It's wide open into the final 75. Max Vegas refuses to go broke. Max Vegas, blackjack.
Well, Ange Mack Robertson, we've watched this guy for over a decade, just put on a clinic out here. Arguably the best trainer in the history of this racetrack, and not easy to win from the inside, and not the type of route you'd look for a first-time starting winner from a 2-year-old, but the horse clearly has some talent.
Definitely, and came out of a 2-year-old in training sales, so you knew that this one had some precocity to him, but after a little bit of time, he puts in a performance like that, and he will be one to watch anywhere that he lands next.
1 mile on a firm turf. Mo Dingers is the one. I've got this horse 4th in my analysis. Love the post, love the price. We'll need the A effort to get it done, though, right?
Well, Mo Dingers has only tried the turf once, and that was 2 starts ago. And he was facing Airmail Flyer and West Dakota between those two. AF, as you say, yes, is also in this group. But Mo Dingers generally shows a little bit more speed, and I thought that was his advantage in this particular group because there isn't a whole bunch of it. If you think the Man in the Myth might show some, he doesn't always, and that could be a big, big advantage for the rail horse.
Bears D on paper looks like a horse still trying to figure things out, but if you look at this horse in the paddock, that is a really good-looking horse.
He looks very nice, and Bears D has had some trouble in recent times. He's another one that has shown speed and done it going shorter. You'd think that maybe Bears D would be a whole different horse going long again, and he hasn't done that since May. Maybe he will see a new dimension here, and like I mentioned, there isn't that much devoted speed on paper. It could definitely help this one at a price.
Airmail Flyer looks good enough to eat on paper. I mean, everything I look for, the last turf effort, probably good enough to win this. The post position, G-Rod's riding well, Burns Barnes firing. There's an awful lot of meat on that handicapping bone.
He and It's Miles, his stablemate, often run in these races together. And now that It's Miles has cleared that maiden condition, it kind of seems like it's Airmail Flyer's turn because he has put in solid races, and he does like this turf course. You know, he hasn't had all the opportunities that he's been in for. He's had a couple taken off the turf. Maybe today is the day.
Johnny the Mouse Mickelson plays in a golf league. I think that league is rotated nights when they play, but it used to be Wednesday nights. His nickname was Shankopotamus, and somebody named a racehorse after Johnny the Mouse. What do you think of Mouse's horse?
That's awful. Shankopotamus is a horse I was really looking forward to seeing on the turf because, you know, he does have Stella Brini as his mother, and she was pretty versatile. She could do just about anything. Sorry.
Right, jockey.
Shankopotamus ran into Sushi Man the only time that he has been able to try to turn turf racing. Was that the exception or was that the rule? You have to find out at a short price at the moment, but I would expect that price to go up.
I got West Dakota second. I think this horse can run. I like the way Leslie Mowing rides on the turf. I think the 5 is a super sneaky horse. And the 6 is the Man, the Myth for Chip Woolley.
That's Midnight Current's little brother. He hasn't quite followed in those hoof prints yet, but again, he does show some speed at times, and he did 2 back on a muddy track. He hasn't seen the turf since March, but the turf really hasn't helped him much more than the main track. It's just figuring out what he's good at this point, and up to this point, he is 0 for 15.
Paul Allen, our track announcer, so hot you could cook a steak on his head right now. He likes Heavenly Deacon. He's been picking prices. They've been winning. Paul Allen's horse is 8-1, so keep that in mind. And Ange, the last horse in line, Larry Donlin, looking for 1,000. Your thoughts on Mo Mesa?
I have tried Mo Mesa in settings that I thought might work a little bit better than this for him. I mean, just the outside post, if he tries to use that speed, I don't know. There's some mixed signals from him because he can handle the distance. He has some speed, but he just hasn't been able to make it stick quite yet at this distance.
These are Minnesota breds running for nearly $30,000. If you want to get involved in a Minnesota bred or any type of horse, why don't you come on down to the racetrack Sunday after the races, right over in the convention center. We're going to do a beautiful sale, and you can be a part of it. And you can bid on your horses and put yourself in the winner's circle as soon as next year. The sale is on Sunday night. The race is right now. It's race 6 at the gate in around 8, and then they're going to get it on.
It is now race time. Into the gate for race number 6. In line for race number 6, the Wednesday penultimate. Shankopotamus goes in, Heavenly Deacon, and Mo Mesa last in line. 8 in the gate, it's turf time, and the race aim. Everybody was off squarely. Bears D popped out nicely. So did Mo Dingers to the inside at 4-1. Mo Dingers grabs the lead with 1 lap to go. Heavenly Deacon is prominent at 5-1, about 2.5 lengths from the lead. Bears D outbroke the field, but now 5 out of it behind the man, the myth, as they corner. After that, Shankopotamus, that one is 5th and about 5 lengths from the front. 2.5, 3 clear from Airmail Flyer. Then we come back to West Dakota, about 8, 9 lengths from the lead, and Mo Mesa can see them all. Up the barn side they go on the Canterbury Park turf course, and Mo Dingers is loose on the lead. Mo Dingers nearly 2 in second. Heavenly Deacon all alone in second now. Bears D creeping up to the inside. Shankopotamus to the outside, and between them, the man, the myth. After that, we have Airmail Flyer set to be wide around the turn, but in the thick of it. Then it's West Dakota, and still nothing from Mo Mesa. And now they all cut off the far turn, and they're still chasing Mo Dingers, trying to knock this one out of the park. Heavenly Deacon applies pressure. Bears D firing right behind those two. Then it's Shankopotamus, 4 lengths from the front to the outside of the man, the myth. It is Mo Dingers. Bears D sneaking through to the inside. After that, we have Heavenly Deacon, and on the far outside is West Dakota. Mo Dingers fending all challenges. Mo Dingers puts their backs against the wall, and it is gone. And race number 6 is official. One double, 2860. Pick 3, 177.10. The 1-4 exacta, 2570. Superfecta, 72.88. And the trifecta paid 62.30. The 7th is our finale. Fast main track. Post time in 22 minutes. Now entering the winner's enclosure, Mo Dingers and Alonzo Quinones. The winning owners, Sampson Racing, and the winning trainer, Mike Beeler. Mo Dingers is a 3-year-old brown son of Motown. Out of Liner. Bred in Minnesota by Dennis Strokirch. It's turf time, and the racing, everybody was off squarely. Bears D popped out nicely. So did Mo Dingers to the inside at 4-1. Mo Dingers grabs the lead with 1 lap to go. Heavenly Deacon is prominent at 5-1, about 2.5 lengths from the lead. Bears D outbroke the field, but now 5 out of it behind the man, the myth, as they corner. After that, Shankopotamus, that one is 5th and about 5 lengths from the front. 2.5, 3 clear from Airmail Flyer. Then we come back to West Dakota, about 8, 9 lengths from the lead, and Mo Mesa can see them all. Up the barn side they go on the Canterbury Park turf course, and Mo Dingers is loose on the lead. Mo Dingers nearly 2 in second. Heavenly Deacon sole alone in second now. Bears D creeping up to the inside, Shankopotamus to the outside, and between them, the man, the myth. After that, we have Airmail Flyer set to be wide around the turn, but in the thick of it, then it's West Dakota, and still nothing from Mo Mesa. And now they all cut up the far turn, and they're still chasing Mo Dingers, trying to knock this one out of the park. Heavenly Deacon applies pressure. Bears D firing right behind those two. Then it's Shankopotamus, 4 lengths from the front to the outside of the man, the myth. It is Mo Dingers. Bears D sneaking through to the inside. After that, we have Heavenly Deacon, and on the far outside is West Dakota. Mo Dingers fending all challenges. Mo Dingers puts their backs against the wall, and it is gone.
Kevin Gorg, Angela Herman with you in the TV studio to take you through the Lucky Last. Don't forget the casino on the main level. Open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Air-conditioned, food and beverage service at your tables. Pai-Gow, Texas Hold'em, Blackjack. Hey, we knew tonight early on we had small fields. 3-horse field, 4-horse field, yada, yada, yada. But we knew the pick 5 was juicy, and my goodness, the payoffs are enormous. The lowest payoff, just under $2,000. We've got a good friend of ours. We call him Teddy Flush. He's alive to the 2, and I love the play, but this is a good field, Ange.
It is a nice field, and it's a field that have seen each other in recent times. So trying to pick out if they're going to run exactly the same or if something is different in this particular group is the handicapping challenge. And, you got to take a little nod to the turf for some of the payouts that are in this pick 5. It always seems to make the difference. And good luck if you are alive to any of these guys. Why don't we start with a horse that Paul likes on the inside, because that's Magoo. And Magoo is going to make his second start in well over a year. The first one was pretty serviceable. He showed some of his old speed, and that's what you want with a horse that's been off for that long. You want them to look like at least a shade of their old selves. And I think that Magoo did. It's just, is start number 2 off that kind of rest going to really be the winning shot? I would opt to give him one more. That's why I used him in 3rd.
He's good enough. I mean, he's run Beyer figures that are good enough to win this race, including a win at this track back in August of 22 at 84. Second off the bench, he should be more fit. It's Mac Robertson. I never doubt anything with Mac, so this horse absolutely is possible. I'm bullish on Dr. Storm. The blinkers come off. Horse had a really tough trip around the turn last time. This looks like go time to me. I like the time in between the races this time of year. If you get a full 3 weeks off to come back, and I'm really, my strongest opinion probably of the weekend is this horse.
And are you worried at all that Dr. Storm might fall into the same place that he did last time, where the pace slowed down in front of him and kind of, well, it made him stop, but put him at a disadvantage, I guess, having to wait as opposed to go when he wanted to?
I'll be curious to see where Eddie G puts this horse on the backside. He's clearly a horse that comes from out of it. I think there's enough speed in here with the 1 and 5 specifically to set him up, and he's got to keep an eye on the 4. The 4's got a little more natural speed. I trust Eddie to make the right call. Hess is a horse that's probably going to be even further back. He was against this bunch last time at 5-1. He took money and just didn't fire that particular night.
Well, and what do you make of him coming up here? And now, granted, he has been running against a pretty similar set of horses, either on the main track or on the turf, but ran so much differently down at Oaklawn. I mean, he just raced through his conditions, the non-2s, the non-3s, and then, of course, the starter. But do you think that was more he likes Oaklawn more? Do you think maybe he wants a wet track? Or do you think that it's just a horse that was going really well there and has just maybe come back to earth a little bit in his form?
I think it's a combo platter, but he clearly does not have the affection for our racetrack that he did at Oaklawn, and maybe the form cycle's gone the wrong way. There's a good look at your pick on the television screens. Looks fantastic in the paddock. Ange, tell us about Lord Sheldon.
I think that Lord Sheldon is going to get a pace setter from his same stable in Coastal Kid. Now, that's not his sole purpose in being in here, but last time he did, I mean, let's just be honest, have sort of a rabbit to chase down, and it worked, He stayed clear, he rallied a few paths wide, and he outgained Dr. Storm, which was not easy to do by the end of things. Didn't have the trouble that Dr. Storm had, but also made his trip to a degree. He's more willing to relax and wait for the cue from Carlo Lopez, who's now almost won 2 of their last 3 together. They're close finishes. I don't expect this horse to dominate this group because that's just not what he does, but I think that he will come out victorious again, and I would definitely take 3-1. The one that's cold on the board, frankly, is Coastal Kid, and he's put together performances that do not merit a 5-1 price. It's just that they've been a furlong shorter than this, and that extra turn and all of that extra ground really could catch up with him. He
could be loose, though, depending on what Max horse does inside. If he gets loose, it could be a real problem. There just isn't a lot of other speed in the race. So I absolutely respect the horse, but I'm with you. I think that extra turn, and I think in the final furlong, he might get a little leg weary. Afjan is the outside horse. Our top jockey lands here, which tells me the horse absolutely can win.
He didn't lose by much, but he did do that on the turf last time. And watching back those Mountaineer races, he did run into a nice horse in Hard Money Muchachos 2 back. It's just the start 3 back where he hung on by half a length. I mean, they were exhausted down the stretch that day. If he finishes off that way, this is not an easy group. He's frankly got to step up his game just a little bit.
There you see the selections from all of our handicappers, and you can see it's a pretty good betting race because we're all over the board. Multiple horses selected. The Chaser coming up. Good luck here in race number 8 at Canterbury Park.
Sir Leonard Dykert and the call to the post. Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate you, buddy. See you soon. To the track for the finale. No scratches. A happy Wednesday to you. I am the Chaser, courtesy of Crown Royal. We're here to do you a favor. You see, the Chaser has had 17 of these moments this season. This will be 18. The Chaser has 2 victories. The Chaser is the musher, not the chaser. I mean, the Chaser has become mush with these picks. So, therefore, we're going to do you a favor here, all right? There is a PA and public service announcement. So, the Chaser is going to release number 1, Magoo, speed and fade pattern, which the Chaser is quite familiar with as he speeds to the window to watch his bankroll fade. So, best of luck, Magoo. I'm the mush. My work is done. Yours has just begun. And speaking of work beginning, we have a trio of superstars in the winner's circle right now, about ready to fire some T-shirts into the crowd if you just make a little bit of noise. Approaching the gate. They've reached the starting gate. It's race time. Back at it tomorrow at 5 with a bevy of $2 specials. Then we race Saturday at 5. Sunday, Pepsi Family Day, 1 o'clock. Stop by when you can. We are in deep stretch of the 2025 season. CanterburyPark.com to get tickets and save. Magoo, Dr. Storm, Lord Sheldon, Coastal Kid, Hess, and Afjan. A 6-pack to close. They're racing. Magoo pops out of the gate, flashing excellent early speed, and Magoo will win the run into the first turn. It is Magoo now being joined by Afjan, and the bookenders race out about a length and a half, 2 lengths clear from Coastal Kid. And that trio has gone 8 lengths clear from Lord Sheldon. Advancing to the outside of Lord Sheldon is Hess, and Dr. Storm can see them all just 7 lengths from front to back now, and they head up the Canterbury Park barn side in race 7. Magoo by an inch. Afjan pressures. Right behind them is a headstrong Hess looking to split the bookenders, and Hess is on the move with Constantino Roman, and those three about a length clear from Coastal Kid, who's to the outside of Lord Sheldon, and Dr. Storm very much in touch with the field. 6 lengths from the lead, all 6 covered by 6, and we have 4 in a line with 3 to go. Magoo to the inside by 3 parts of a whisker. After that, we have Afjan. Between them is Hess. And then we come back about 3 lengths to Dr. Storm. Meanwhile, on the outside, Coastal Kid continues to swing into action bravely. Coastal Kid is taking the lead. Dr. Storm's on the move. Lord Sheldon swings to the outside, still just about 5 from front to back as they come charging down the Canterbury Park stretch, and the Doctor's in the house on the outside. Dr. Storm takes the lead, and Dr. Storm, the people's choice, is trying to put away Coastal Kid, who comes back at him. The Doctor found a way to win. Number 2, Dr. Storm, first. Needed a stiff drink, but he got home. 2-5-4-6. And Wednesday is official. Final pick 4, pay $235.85. Today's pick 5, $1,647.80. And to the winner's enclosure, Dr. Storm and Eduardo Gallardo. The winning owner, Yasmin Cardoso Bahena. And the winning trainer, Edgar Espinoza. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and wagering on Racing at Canterbury. On behalf of our management team, those of us here in the Dark Star Press Box, and for our television department, we greatly appreciate the patronage, and if you're leaving Canterbury Park, please drive safely. Racing. Magoo pops out of the gate, flashing excellent early speed, and Magoo will win the run into the first turn. It is Magoo now being joined by Afjan, and the bookenders race out about 1.5 lengths, 2 lengths clear from Coastal Kid. And that trio has gone 8 lengths clear from Lord Sheldon. Advancing to the outside of Lord Sheldon is Hess, and Dr. Storm can see them all just 7 lengths from front to back now, and they head up the Canterbury Park barn side in race 7. Magoo by an inch. Afjan pressures. Right behind them is a headstrong Hess looking to split the bookenders, and Hess is on the move with Constantino Roman, and those three about 1 length clear from Coastal Kid, who's to the outside of Lord Sheldon, and Dr. Storm very much in touch with the field. 6 lengths from the lead, all 6 covered by 6, and we have 4 in a line with 3 to go. Magoo to the inside by 3 parts of a whisker. After that, we have Afjan. Between them is Hess, and then we come back about 3 lengths to Dr. Storm. Meanwhile, on the outside, Coastal Kid continues to swing into action bravely. Coastal Kid is taking the lead. Dr. Storm's on the move. Lord Sheldon swings to the outside, still just about 5 from front to back as they come charging down the Canterbury Park stretch, and the Doctor's in the house on the outside. Dr. Storm takes the lead, and Dr. Storm, the people's choice, is trying to put away Coastal Kid, who comes back at him. The Doctor found a way to win.